My boss fired me for being lazy. He didn't know I automated the whole company. I watched the recycling bin icon on my desktop turn from full to empty with a single, satisfying click. That was it. 3 years of work, gone in a microsecond. The faint whir of the hard drive didn't change, the fluorescent lights overhead didn't flicker, and the office around me continued its dull, gray hum. But inside that computer, the brain of the entire logistics department had just been lobotomized. "Are you done yet?" Marcus barked from the doorway of my cubicle. He was leaning against the fabric partition, his cheap polyester suit straining at the buttons, a coffee stain already blooming on his tie at 9:15 a.m. He held a cardboard box in his hands, the universal symbol of corporate execution. "Just clearing my personal files, Marcus," I replied, not turning around. If I looked at him, I might laugh, and that would only make things worse. He hovered behind me, the way insecure managers do when they're afraid something is happening that they don't understand. "Personal files," he scoffed. "Funny how you've got time for that when you haven't had time to work for the last 6 months. That accusation again. Lazy, thief, dead weight." It had all started with the productivity dashboard. The one he printed out and slapped onto his desk like evidence in a trial. Red blocks everywhere. Hours of inactivity. According to the software, I barely existed. "You log in, you disappear, and somehow the department numbers improve," he said during the meeting. "You expect me to believe that's a coincidence?" I tried to explain systems, workflows, automation. He cut me off the second I said the word script. "We don't pay you to outsmart the job," he snapped. "We pay you to do the job." What Marcus didn't understand was that the job itself was obsolete. It had been begging for automation the day I was hired. Endless PDFs, identical data fields, manual copy-paste that introduced more errors than it prevented. Atlas fixed that. Quietly, reliably, invisibly. For 3 years, the department ran smoother than it ever had, and Marcus took credit for all of it. He bragged in meetings about efficiency while mocking me for slacking. When he told me to wipe my computer, he thought he was removing clutter. "Delete it all," he said. "We're starting fresh." I hovered over the files for a moment, giving him one last chance to ask the right question. He didn't. So I clicked. The silence afterward felt heavy, like the air itself knew something had just gone wrong. I packed my things slowly. Marcus had already turned away, typing furiously, probably sending an email about accountability and culture. Sarah caught me near the aisle. "You're leaving?" she whispered. "Yeah." Her eyes flicked to her screen, to the inbox counter ticking upward faster than usual. "Oh no. Who's going to handle the bulk uploads?" she asked, panic rising in her voice. She knew. She didn't know how I did it, but she knew that whenever the inbox got flooded, I made it go away. "Marcus said he wants to get back to basics," I told her, loud enough for the office to hear. "Manual entry. Hard work. You know how it is." Sarah's face went pale. She looked at the inbox counter on her screen. It was currently at 112 unread messages. It usually sat at 0. I walked to the elevator. I pressed the down button. I didn't look back. I drive home and grab a burger while the digital apocalypse slowly unfolds at my old office. You're about to see what happens when 4 people try to do the work of a supercomputer, and I'll share the frantic, typo-riddled texts my boss sends when he realizes he just fired the only person keeping his department alive. Click here to watch full video.